So, as I wonder about trust, I think about setting up a filtering community, a filtering space. And I've already blown my cover. I'm not private like I should be. And this filtering community would be one that had some deal breakers already in place where people could only go there if they agree to a certain set of values. And those values might actually be different at different times, because just because people have different values doesn't mean they're necessarily bad. But you could have people who want to set up a particular kind of community come at a particular time of the year, and they might stay for, I think, a month. A month is pretty good to get a feel for someone. And I'm liking the idea a lot, actually. Because then those people, and we could even broadcast this for the people who wish to be broadcast, and not broadcast people who don't want to be broadcast. And it could be that other communities that already exist would be recruiting people who do want to be broadcast, or they could see videos that were private, or records on someone. Basically, how can someone build a reputation that you can trust? Because right now I don't trust anyone. I trust no one. That's not totally true. I trust people at some level with some limits. And you probably, if you're experienced in life at all, have experienced trust issues. You found out that the person you let live in your home was taking advantage of you, or the person you made a monogamous relationship agreement with broke that. They were infidelities, and that hurt you. It hurt your ability to trust them. And you might find out that you go into business with somebody and the person skims money off the books and isn't honest. Whatever it is. But there's, 1,000 ways to fuck people over, and people do all of them. And you might even do some of them, in which case you won't get invited to anything. I want you to be cut the fuck out of society. I want you to suffer and die. It doesn't sound very nice, but don't be a fucking asshole. Some of the sweetest sounding, nicest people are total fucking assholes. In fact, that's one of their strategies, is to pretend to be a good person. You see that with a lot of spiritual people, where they got lots of happy words. And then they go and violate their followers in various ways. Why is that? It's like if you're spiritual, you're pretty much almost certain to be an asshole. Because you find willing people who are believers. They have faith in you. And that's a terrible thing. So what would happen if I actually set up a temporary community? I mean, there'd be some stable people running it. And I like that idea a lot, actually. And you still would have to get filtered to even get into that. And you'd have to have your own resources and not have debt. Not have things that you would bring to a community that would be a problem. Not be a person who is a minor attracted person, pedophile. Not be a person who doesn't understand consent issues. I think everybody should get STD tested. I think it makes sense. I mean, it sounds controlling and bizarre, but it makes total sense to me. And I wonder, what would the rules be to even just participate in that temporary community? Well, you recommend what you think they should be. Fuck. I like the idea. And then people come for a month. They have their entire experience tracked. They try and prove that they're useful in a variety of ways. And those can be really varied. I could prior choose certain demographics that wish to be together. Like there's people who don't want kids and don't want to be near them versus people who are very family oriented. And that'd be different groups. And I would have to build a bunch of extra infrastructure to have families come because I need to keep the kids protected. And kids are kind of like dogs. I don't know anything about kids, but they're kind of like dogs in the sense that they don't have any personal responsibility. You can't really hold them liable for what they do. And I don't even know if there's that much difference between kids and adults, right? But there is a difference. There's differences, but and then some people might want to create men's only communities or women's only communities, which I don't personally think is something I'd want to get involved in. Either one of them, but there could be ones that were more straight-laced. And no drugs and no alcohol, big purity thing. That could be fine. Sounds healthy. And there could be other ones that were not that way. Drink up. Have fun. But those folks in general might be less healthy too, so anyway, the point is that there could be different demographics you could serve with such a idea. Maybe that's what I should do.